It's nothing but melted buildings. They will tell you some ooga booga caveman came here to carve this or something. Do you think people with donkeys and chisels got some bricks all the way up there? Okay guys, hello and welcome back to the Brick Santa. It's been crazy last 7 or 8 days. Because if you haven't heard and why I haven't been uploading etc is because Friday last week I lost my phone, or Thursday, I don't know, I don't remember. I took a bus home late from a friend and for some fucking reason, I don't know how I managed to forget it at the bus. I never do. I'm always, I always check my seats and stuff before I leave, but I lost my phone. And then on Monday I went to the lost goods department of the bus company to ask if they had it, and they did not. So I got my brother's old phone, some Samsung S7 or something. But the problem with that phone was the battery is all mangled, so the phone thinks it's empty when it's 70% or something. It just turns off and you turn it back on and you have like 3%. So that's what I have been living with now for a week. I just had to buy a temporary SIM card as well, a crazy fucking expensive one. That's why I haven't been able to do Yandex to find evidence and video uploads, because I had to buy data, and 3 gigabytes was $13 or $12 or some shit, right? And when you look at these photos and you upload, those 3 gigabytes will drain immediately, right? So I can't do that. I just had it just for some Facebooking and just to stay connected and shit like that. So I haven't been able to watch Spartan streams either, so I have a lot to catch up to. But yeah, then I went to the police station today, this Friday, because they only have open 2 hours every Friday for lost goods. So I asked them if they had it. No, they did not. And since I already was in town, and it's very close to the bus station or the bus company, I just went in there to ask, just for luck, do you have my phone? And he went into the room to get out the phones, and is it this one? Holy fuck, yes, that's it. So I managed to get my phone back, which means I have now unlimited data again, and now I can make videos and upload, and everything is back to normal. So it's just beautiful how lucky I have been. I didn't care too much about the phone. It's a $200 phone. I bought it a year and a half ago or something. But just being without internet and just we are connected to our phones. You know how it is in today's era, and it's just you lose something very that you're very connected and bound to, kind of. It's weird how this matrix is, but it is what it is. But I have it back now, so everything is fine, everything is good, and I'm never gonna lose that fucking phone again. So I have also had a little bit of cold. My nostrils was all clogged and I have some coughing, and my voice is a little weak, so I apologize for that, but it's getting better now. So anything else? Yeah, I missed you guys very much. I have had abstinences here for a week now because I haven't been able to look for evidence. It's very addicting, and just your company and your feedbacks, etc. It's just amazing. And the support I got from you guys, donations, when I lost my phone and stuff like that. It's beautiful to see you guys care so much and being able to help out when someone is in need. So I appreciate you guys very much for that. It really helped me out. to get through this week. You know, I need to buy a SIM card, and I needed to buy some data and stuff like that, and I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Bless you. Thank you very much. And everything will be fine. I'll be back to normal, back to work, and we will see him frequently uploads again, and I'll also be able to participate on Spartan Red's live streams. And if you haven't heard about Spartan Red, check the links in the description for his channel. He's doing daily Meltology live streams, new evidence every day, new people tuning in and out every day, and it's a nice place to hang out, to learn, and to have someone to talk to, because you know how it is out there. You can't talk to anyone because they just don't understand, right? They're too indoctrinated. So yeah, that's it. Enough shit talk. Let's get to the evidence. So first off, we're gonna show a few photos I grabbed from the Melted Red Brick University Facebook group. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to look it up and join there for a lot of evidence coming in, just like this photo here. This is from James. I have a couple of photos from James, which is just amazing. And again, I have the cold, so I'm gonna be you know, my nose is a little still not functioning all properly and stuff, so I apologize if I cough a little bit. If it's too bad, I'm gonna edit it out. But yeah, so here we see this very fried building. Barely anything left, but you can still recognize it as a building here if you got brain capacity. I don't know if somebody claims this is a natural formation or something. I have no idea, but it's a melted building, all very, very fried. You can still see apertures here all the way, very cooked out, and the ground here, this is all brick ash. This is all nothing left. It's all very, very cooked out. And here, this is what they would call a mountain. It's a melted red brick building, and you can still see remnants of apertures in here that didn't get all filled out or covered completely by the rock curtain. So you can still see them here. Nobody carved or chiseled anything. That's what they will claim to deceive you. You can see the melt here, you see the structures, you can see the base you know, structure of it looking like buildings here, because it is. And here a little smaller photo, not the best quality, but you can still see it. You have this pocket of survival sticking up from the flood waters here. You can see it's all swollen and stuff at the bottom. More here, all mangled. Here some kind of archway going over to it, all swollen and completely destroyed. More remnants of archways and stuff over here in this section. Also very, very cooked out. Very high quality photo as well. Love to see it. All mangled red bricks. Nobody ever built like it. Just look at it, but you can clearly see each individual now block, but used to be bricks. You can see that it's built. It's not a natural formation, and nobody would ever build like this. Just look at it. All mangled. A lot of brick ash at the bottom as well. Here is this one again, I think, just more close up, and here is the bridge over. You can see mangled stairs down here to nothing, and all the swelling, and it's all destroyed. See the swelling here, very cooked out. And of course we got the flood waters, which people call the ocean. And here you see archways, huge ones, and of course brick lines and block lines everywhere. All over, it's cooked out, it's mangled buildings, and as well also flooded. And carbon-14 scavenger take over at the top as well, the plants. The plants taking over the ruins to live there in the brick ash, because it has a lot of carbon-14 that can really thrive and grow strong in there. And here another melted building, you can see brick lines in it, you can see the dripping down. You see here how it's all cooked out. Very, very cooked. This is not a natural formation. Mother Earth could never make something like this. It's all fried. And of course these crazy people are diving from it into the floodwaters. And here, this one is interesting because I don't know if my face is in the way here, but you got this structure at the right bottom just going into the melt here, and then to the left, and you can just barely tell that it goes all the way here. You can see it faint going all the way up here, and of course you got this aperture still here that nobody carved or chiseled all the way up here for no reason at all. It used to be a building, now it looks like this. Yes. And here you got this pocket of survival at the top. The bottom is all beyond recognition. This is what they would call a mountain. This is what they would call geology, and it's a natural formation, and that some primitive people with donkeys got all these bricks all the way up there to build up there instead of building down here. You can still see it goes into the melt and swelling here, and it's all swollen. Heat climbing up these building components to mangle it. And here as well, a little pocket of survival, all turned into blocks. Nobody would ever build like this. So, and the rest of the building now looks like what many people thinks are mountains. Here, more cooked out red bricks, and here it looks like you can see an archway, remnants of an archway. Everything else is just mangled here below it, very mangled. You can see bricks here going into the melt. Some of the bricks balloon rocked a little bit. You see more mangled bricks here. Some of them turned into blocks, as we see many times. More mangled stuff. All this used to be red bricks. You can still see how red a lot of it is. You don't find natural red rocks anywhere. There is no such thing as rocks. Rocks doesn't exist. It's all mangled red bricks. That's what you got to pound into your brain and understand. There is no such thing as rocks. And here you can see this left section here, how cooked out and damaged it is. All this used to be bricks, and you can still see some of the bricks in here, all mangled of course, but some of them survived. You can still see them. Here is one, here is a few. Some of them all rocked up, and it's all cooked out. Excuse me. Got a slimy throat a little bit when we have the cold. Like back in 2019 and beyond. So you can see how it's all expanded here, expanded bricks, but you still see a bunch of the bricks in here. It's all cooked out. Nobody ever built like this. You can clearly see they had access to red bricks, so why make it 10,000 times more difficult for yourself to get all these enormous rocks and boulders up here to build it, when you can just lay perfect bricks all the way? It's nonsense. Nobody built like this. It's all cooked out, heat damaged. See here the swelling. And of course you got some stuff over here as well. Pockets of survival. Also red bricks with big so-called boulders and stuff in it. And here some stairway, pocket of survival. It was on a building. This was the building. Now it looks like what people thinks is a mountain. It's all been melted. Nobody came here to carve or chisel this. Primitive donkey man didn't do this. This is the pocket of survival, and this is the rest of the building, all mangled beyond recognition. And here I've shown you this stuff before in one of the previous videos not too long ago, but I just find it highly fascinating, so I just want to show it again. You have these pockets of survival here and here, looking very component-like, just going into the melted building here. And you know, they will probably claim it's something from the war, or you know, to protect from falling rocks and stuff, but why are rocks just falling from here and not here? Because here you don't have it, and you don't have it here either. So you know, it's just nonsense. It just does not make sense at all what the fuck they tell us. And here you got a few more smaller ones here and here, and you got the plumbing still pumping water. You can see how clear the water is. I kind of want to have a taste of this water, because it's old world plumbing. It's the best water you can find. Here, close up, you can see here, just going into the melt. And here you can still see some archway and some, you know, it goes into the building here still in it. Starting to get a little rock curtained here. Is it more over there? Can't tell what it is. But yeah, pocket of survival. Another pocket of survival here. Some bridge, all cooked out red bricks. Turned into what people believe are these rocks and stuff now. Goes in here. Fused into the melt here. It's all swollen. You can still see remnants of mangled bricks in the melt here, all over the place. Archway all the way down here, and it goes down to the ground, and you see this melt here. Look what happened to the building. You see block lines here, pancake brick lines a little bit. All this used to be a building, and now you think it's a natural formation because you have been tricked. So if you came across this channel here, you were supposed to come across what we call meltology, not geology, so you can learn the truth about this reality and understand why we have distractions going on today with the whole mask thing and injections, etc. Because it is all to distract you from the old world that used to be. The people who caused this meltdown are most likely the people who are now controlling humanity. They don't want you to know. So here another old world structure, the bricks all blocked up, some of them turned into rocks as well, and above it you can see the rock curtain and swelling coming over, covering itself here on its way down as it's melting, but the densification happened before the whole thing was all destroyed and covered, and we wouldn't be able to see it. Pocket of survival again. You can see here swelling, and you have this whole stairway here down to nothing. Yeah, somebody built this here, down all this work to build this down here to nothing, because that makes sense. And it's also built on, or supposedly built on you know, the angles and stuff. You can't just build bricks on something like this. It's nonsense. You can see here it's supposed to go straight, and here it's getting swollen, melting, so all damaged. And of course plumbing, a bunch of it here being pumped out still to this day. Here it is slightly different angle, and you can see the swelling from the bottom here and how it just goes into the melt and up, and lots of water again. And here you got some stairs or whatever it is, still here, and here as well you got some zigzag stairway going down. Pockets of survival of a melted building. Here old world stuff. You still see the red bricks all cooked a little bit, of course, some of them starting to get a little swollen and blocked up. Old world buildings that's been cooked out. Here another very interesting little pocket of survival here. They will claim this is something that was carved or something, but we know better. It's nonsense. You got the bricks, and here the bricks all got turned into this now. All was red bricks, here they turned into big rocks and blocks. You got a few bricks here still, looks like. And up here you got some stuff, whatever it is. Got stuff all over the place. All was components, so it all had component-like purposes, but this has all been mangled. You see some bricks in here. And you see more bricks here. It's all bricks here, and the top layer you can see all got turned into what they would call cobblestone here, almost, right? Big blocks here. This Santa suit is very warm. I have fire in my fireplace as well, so it's getting pretty hot here now. Getting pretty hot. So here you got mangled melted red bricks, some of them heat expanded a little bit. You see the plants here doing whatever they can to feast on this moss, whatever it is. And some steps here, more melted red bricks here, lots of carbon 14 all over the place. Here you got some remnants of whatever it used to be, and you got a little doggy scratching himself. Cute. And more melted red bricks here. Lots of bricks, and then then it turned into this huge mess here of melting. It's incredible the damage you see in this photos is just Eagle Eye Crew. It's just incredible to see what this X Factor did. And when you see stuff like this here as well, you see the bricks here, but look what happened to the fucking bricks here. It's just incredible. It's absolutely insane, this event. It's so much stuff we really don't know yet. We just know it happened, and we are finding our way to everything, of course. But the more people who know about this and are researching and thinking together about this, the better and easier it will become to find all the answers we are looking for. That's why it's very important to share Meltology with friends and family and on social media, so more people can come across it and learn this. Because the madness that's going on has to stop. I'm fucking sick of it, and now the masks are returning. Big time. Yeah, I was in town today and it's absolutely insane how quickly it can go from, you know, normal and now into this stuff just on a couple of weeks or whatever. It's insane what the power of the electronic Adolf box that goes on repeat all day, that they listen to and believe in. That's the power of it, what they can do. See here, brick ash with lots of carbon-14 in it, and you can see how big and strong this tree managed to grow here in this ash. That they think this is dirt or something. It's not, it's brick ash. And here, most Meltologists, Eagle Eye Crew, you have probably seen this place before, but I'm gonna show it because there is a bunch of new subscribers coming in still, and you know, we're gonna show some repeated photos because it's important. So you see the red bricks here, and you see remnants of something that could have been a very large statue. You just see its feet here, all mangled. Here it goes into melted into here. I can't really tell if this is what this here used to be a part of. Was it more going up here, or what's going on? But you got this claws, talons, whatever it is here at the bottom. And the rest of the building just looks like this now. Look at what happened to the building. Look at it. Do you see it? This all used to be a building. You have this pocket of survival here that proves it. And here as well, you got some stairs, pocket of survival here. And it goes up here to a brick wall that's mangled, of course, and it's all swollen and fucked up and just totally destroyed here. Excuse me. I got the cold. So yeah, mangled buildings. And here, Meteora, Greece. We have seen this place, but I just like this photo. This is the cool part with Yandex, because you get all these different angles, and this photo here just gives me the kind of view that you would get by being there. Not the same quality, of course, but just the whole. This is what you would see, and you can see heat from the bottom here, and just how it's getting melted and swollen here all swollen. Pocket of survival. You see something here going down. You can see faint brick lines still in it, and the rest of the buildings looks like this now. But you got this one, pocket of survival. And here more of these crazy steps. Of course, they will claim that some primitive Ooga Booga caveman came here with a bronze chisel and hammer to carve these steps up here, because they absolutely fucking had to have some steps. You can't even walk up to get to the top of this fucking so-called mountain, right? It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a pocket of survival going here. Just look how steep it is. You can't use it for stairs. So whatever it is, or if the swelling and stuff pushed it out to make it this steep, I don't know what the fuck happened here, but nobody carved or chiseled this as stairs to get up here as primitive Ooga Booga caveman, because it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And here, pocket of survival here. You can see here how mangled and melted it is. Turned into mush. And you got some stairs going up here. Got some kind of statue or something here, can't really tell. But yeah, look at the melt. Both sides, rock curtain coming over here. All melted buildings. And here as well, I found this interesting because this section here looks very structure-like, with, you know, melted archways here, melted columns and stuff like that, all melted and mangled and destroyed. Not a natural formation. You can't get this stuff from tectonic plates or lava, you just can't. And here, this place is crazy. We have seen it before probably, or I know I've seen this bridge and these Kubert columns, but look here, look at the fucking damage, guys. This is insane, this is incredible. So you see what happened to the red bricks, all melted here, turned into this. It's incredible here, the damage. Look how mangled it is, okay? I'm trying to not drop as many F-bombs, guys. Some of them will come from the Truth Santa, and if it will be all a clean video, it will be in the title, okay? But I'm trying not to drop as many. Here you can see Kubert columns. People think it's tree fibers or some stuff like that. They're totally deceived. But at least they are onto something, because they know, or they see something weird about it, and they question what they're being told. So I don't hate on the tree people, I don't, but it's very inaccurate though. So if you believe this is enormous trees, then you're inaccurate. It's a result of the X Factor event. And you can see here the bridge. Look what happened to the red bricks here, all balloon rocked. But here you see the Kuberts again. So this is kind of how we know it's not tree fibers that turn into melted red bricks and concrete. That just doesn't happen. So it's one of this weird stuff this X Factor did. All these Kuberts formed from it. I have a couple of more photos. We'll see if we can see it a little better. So here, look at this little archway bridge thing here. Look guys, look at the damage, what it did, this X Factor. It's incredible. Look how disgusting it is. All this was perfect red bricks, and now it looks like this. It's incredible. And here you see this Kuberts again, all over the place, expanding up here as well, and of course over there a bunch of them. And here is the top of the bridge all melted, and it's crazy how the bridge didn't collapse. Look how disgusting it is now. When it used to be red bricks, it's all cooked out. It's incredible. And here almost same angle but different time of season and day, and you just see here transition from this balloon rock mangling here into cuberts over here. This X Factor is see here, balloon rocks and cuberts. It's not tree fibers, guys, I'm sorry, it's not. Even though some of these melted buildings like the Devil's Tower can remind of a tree trunk, yeah, but it's not. So here, very very destroyed column thing, and you got some gate here, possibly from the old world. And yeah, look at the building, what happened to it. Here we got some tower stuff, bridge. Look at the melted building, guys. Nobody carved this. You can see it's melted, and it's obviously not a natural formation. It's a melted building. It's very simple, guys. I don't understand when people who claim to be truth seekers, right? When they come across this kind of stuff, they still just they are absolutely in denial. They don't give it even one chance, and I don't understand why. But it is what it is. I'm still gonna do this and explain it because I know many people that they understand it because of me. So that's what keeps me going. All the good feedback and comments and chats and stuff we have. So that's the proof that people learn and start to see this, see the obvious by the videos we make. So that's all I need to keep going, keep pushing forward. Eventually everybody has to accept this for the truth, because it is the truth. You got more pockets of survival, some very mangled rails up here, railings or whatever it's called, fence. And here we have similar pocket. We have seen similar pockets of survival like this before, but here we got this triangle stuff, similar to in Petra, Jordan. But look how melted it is, and you have like half of it. The rest is gone. And to the right, you got all this rocked up red bricks, and of course surrounded with very melted and mangled building, rock curtaining here, and nobody carved or chiseled this. Pocket of survival up here, and a little bridge pocket of survival, and the rest of the building looks absolutely like a pile of horse shit here. And here you got some brick lines and some kind of archway, and this little bridge. I think there is a photo or two more. Not all the locations have the clearest photo, but some of them have. So I take sometimes I do more photos if the photos ain't the clearest. So you got this pocket of survival, and it's getting taken over by the plants, and of course the attacks from above spraying us like insects. Shown it before last year probably when I started my Maltology journey, but I'm showing it again because it's very good evidence. The swelling here, all this used to be buildings, and you still see remnants of apertures here, archways and doors, and it's just completely mangled now. Same melted structure, just very clear photo and another angle, and you can see the apertures, doors, windows. You can still see remnants of some concrete mold designs here on it. And of course they will claim primitive Ooga Booga cavemen came here to carve, like they always do. But it's nonsense. It's a melted building. Just look at it. This is not a natural formation that was carved into here. It's all melted, swollen, heat expanded. Got an archway down here as well. And yeah, more mangling. Bunch of melted structure. Shown it before, but showing it again. Here you got this pocket of survival. This here is a part of the building, and the rest of the building looks like this. All this was buildings, all of this, and this is the only section that didn't melt from this electrical surge from below on this circuit board we live on. It's an organic circuit board, guys. So here another aperture in here, very melted and mangled. Clearly it's not carved or chiseled. It's a pocket of survival, and the rest looks like this. This is the building now. It's destroyed. Another pocket of survival, just sticking up here, archway, going down, more rocked up balloons and stuff going into here, and carbon 14 scavenger takeover. And you can see to the left here that it's pretty high up in the air. And here ton of apertures. It's a melted building, and nobody carved anything or chiseled with a bronze chisel and hammer like they tell you in school when you're a naive little kid. Nobody did that. It's a melted building. They're deceiving you. Look at it. Why would you carve all these small little holes? You can't even use them for anything. You can't even fucking go in there. Look at them. It's a melted building. It's very simple, guys. I'm telling you right now the truth about this reality. It's a fried circuit board. The buildings were the components. Look here. How is this not a melted building? So you got all this rubble here. All this was red bricks, and this is what you have now. There is another angle here. So a melted building. Nobody carved this. More apertures sticking up, very melty. Turn into this mush, dirt-looking substance. What they claim it's dirt in geology. Sorry, my brain. So yeah, you got balloon rocks in here and a bunch of brick ash. A bunch of brick ash here and some rubble in it. Nobody carved this. More melted buildings. Pocket of survival here. Clearly it's a structure, and the top looks like this now. Too mangled to recognize. This was a very, very, very extremely violent cataclysmic event, okay? And you got this pocket of survival here. Nobody carved or chiseled anything. Primitive Ooga Booga caveman, like I have to state over and over again so people can understand. You just don't carve into here, and it's just small little stuff you can't use for anything. Look here, why carve it to and carve into having nice aesthetics when you're a Ooga Booga caveman that needs to hunt and stuff to survive. You just don't have time to make this stuff here. Why do you make this when you carve, when it takes a lifetime just to make one of this? Because you needed 250,000 bronze chisels because they all broke after one stroke, because of the different hardness of the materials here. This is too hard to chisel or carve into with bronze tools. You just can't do it. You can't do it. And as well, you see the surroundings here, how it's all this fucking mess around it. So why do you put it here? Oh, it gotta look nice, but you can't even see it because it's hidden by all these mangled melted red brick buildings here. And here we got some aperture thing starting to get swollen and close in here. And yeah, more melted buildings. This is all melted buildings. This is not a natural formation that somebody decided to build into here. It's a melted building, but sections of it survived. And if you're not aware by now we call them pockets of survival. Swelling here. A bunch of apertures or whatever it is melted. Oh, you got something down here, archway, and you see weird stuff happening here as well with the bricks turning into blocks here, and here they're just turning into what they call mountain. And here you got more openings still in here, and let's see, swelling, and you got the ground here turn into what they call cobblestone, and it's all melted buildings. Here you can see the bricks turn into blocks here, more openings and more openings. Another melted structure here. Got an archway all the way down here in the water. More in here. Apertures all melting. Rock curtain coming down. All this melt coming down. Starting to cover everything. It's all melted buildings. And here another one, just sitting there, a melted structure, and it still has apertures in it. That's all it is, melted buildings. Meltology explains everything, the whole history and all the lies and all the stuff going on today. With the V and everything. So here you got another very mangled, very cooked out, very fried, very destroyed building, scorched at the very top. But look here at the red brick, all pancaked and squeezed out now. It's getting all squeezed by pressure when it's all viscous, and now it's all very thin and very much longer than it's supposed to, while some of them turn into these big ass blocks with a bunch of viscous holes in it. Got more red bricks in here. You got one here, all mangled of course. Here balloon rocks. Got some bricks and turn into balloon rocks and blocks. So here more pancake bricks, and here very melty and mangled, and more red brick here. It all used to be red bricks. The red bricks are like small batteries. The old wall red bricks, not the one we have. The ones we make today are made out of brick ash, so you recycle old wall red bricks that was destroyed. So yeah, you can get a square out of it, but you don't get the same properties. So here you got another pocket of survival, a large one here sticking up, while heat came from the bottom and mangled it and made it look like this now. And nobody came to build on top of it. I don't know why this scaffold thing is here. Are they are they trying to fix it or something? It's all destroyed. You can't fix it. There is no way fixing this. Yeah, it's all melted red brick buildings. Another one similar to the one we just saw. You can see the angle of everything, and here got this brick ash. They call it dirt now. They think it's dirt, and they think there is some mud floods or something. Yeah, you got swelling. There is no mud floods. There is only melt floods, I'm afraid. And you can have what they call landslides, which is just unsettled building melt that starts to suddenly slide. Yeah, that exists, but you don't have mud floods. You can't make a building look like this with a mud flood. That just doesn't happen. You got a little one here as well. Look here, what happened to the building? They think it's a mountain now. And here you got this. Just wanted to take this with here as well, because you can see how it's a component on a circuit board, and it's fried, of course. Look at the color. But again, you can see it was clearly built by people who knew how to build, so they were not dumb. But you can see all the columns here, which you just don't need for a building. Okay, you don't need it, and it's a lot of work, and you just don't do it for aesthetics. It has a purpose on a circuit board. That's all this is. It's a circuit board. Look at the bottom here. Turn it. Look here. What happened to it? It's all heat damaged. It's a component. Look at the color inside. Look here what happened. Maybe it was... Here is an opening, so maybe this was, but it's all filled out now. It's all mangled and fried. It's a fried circuit board. It was a short circuit of the old walled... excuse me. The old walled electric wall-wide city that used to be here. Very high-tech advanced civilization that was wiped out, and now we are the inheritors, and we are being fed a bunch of lies by the parasites. Pocket of survival going on. There's something sticking up here, but it goes all the way up here. And you can see how far down it goes, so they will claim it's a wall for, to protect from some kind of primitive war or something, but there is nothing here to protect. There is the fucking ocean, so why build this war to protect this? It's incredible. What people believe this day is absolutely fucking incredible. Little pocket of survival here, going into the melt, and the rest of the building it looks like this. And here it's all mounds of brick ash. Let's see here. Yeah, more melted buildings, very melted up in this section here. And you got the walls swelling. Swelling. Heat expansion, heat from the bottom. Creating this brick flood, and now you got the plant life taking over. Feasting on the ruins. And here as well, heat from the bottom. Here. Nobody built on top of this. Do you realize how dumb it is to believe somebody came here to put bricks like this around all these shapes here and while at the same time trying to build a stable structure on all these loose rocks and stuff, right? It just doesn't make any fucking sense to build on something like this. Just fucking look at it. It's incredible. It's some dumb fuckness, and the rest all beyond recognition. And here, this one is this has one I can't even talk. I'm a little sick still and my brain is a little slow, but I'm trying. So this one has very interesting swelling damage here. You can see the bricks all swelling out. You see the brick lines in here, you can see them. You see the individual bricks still in it, some places, and it's all swollen. Block lines, it's all, look at the fucking damage, guys. Look how destroyed it is. Look at the damage. See here, when you see the whole thing, look at the fucking damage. And of course, you got the same kind of look and features that you have seen many times just in this video already, with these holes in here that they will claim is carved. It's nonsense, it's all part of this building. But it's all melted and mangled and cooked and fried. Look at it. I got more photos from the same building. Like here, you see this archway filled out. Got an archway here for no reason if it was built on top of this, which it is of course not. It's all, look at the damage, it's incredible. Look, you got another archway down here for no reason, and see the damage. This is just yeah, this is incredible. Look at it. What happened to it? It's absolutely insane. And here you can see transition here, pretty good condition, and then going down, and here you can see more and more mangled, cooked, and now it looks like this at the bottom. Look here, look at the damage here. This here used to look, you know, more like this. And we spotted some red bricks as well. Of course, if you just look close enough, there is always some fucking bricks laying around, because that's the original structure. And then of course they can put exterior concrete finish on it to get different designs, and it may look like that's what they did here. A thin layer of concrete finish, maybe to get this look of it, where it looks like it has big blocks. But here they of course turn into big blocks, but the original one was not. Damn. We found some more mangled bricks. Yeah. Look here at the bricks, what happened to them. Very, I like Yandex because you can just zoom in like this and you can see everything. And here, a fried, cooked out building. Look here, look at the color of it and tell me that's not been cooked and fried. Yeah, it's been cooked and fried, and it's a component. It's a component. Here we got more melt. And that was all my photos for this video. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today as well. It's very good to be back. I'm a little rusty now because I've been sick, and yeah, it's been a very crazy week without proper internet and stuff like that. Just my phone. The whole previous weekend I didn't have internet at all. It was very stressful, a lot of emotional pressure and stuff, right? It was very weird and yeah, very crazy how addicted we are to these fucking phones, kind of, especially me, because that's my internet, you know. I can't really have regular internet because I just can't afford it, right? And why should I, when I'm one person here? So why should I buy 2 internets when my phone can do the fucking same thing? It works well enough for me. What I do is, you know, Facebook, and I've Yandex, and I do live streams. So I don't need fucking, you know, 200 gigabytes a second or whatever the fuck they say. I don't need it. It works well enough with my phone. So I do it. It's $50 a month, and I have as much internet as I need, right? So that's what I do. I don't need to buy 2 internets. But yeah, it was very weird for that to happen like that. So I'm glad it's back as before now. I'll keep on pumping out videos and participate in Spartan's stream as well. And I don't think there is anything else I want to talk about at the moment. I just don't know. No, I'm a little slow-brained as well. Excuse me, but it will come back to normal soon, I think. It's so yeah, it's been nice to show you some evidence. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had some fun. So we will talk again next time in a new video very soon. And take care, and bless you. Be good, be kind, and goodbye.